Hello, welcome. So today we are going to look at the range function, the break statement and the continue statement. Okay, so these three we are going to look one by one. Okay, so let's start with the range function. What it will do, it will fill the loop with sequences. Okay, that means it will give the possible range to execute the statement. So what is the definition? The range function generates sequence of number and is commonly used with for loops. Just remember that the range function is always used with the for loop. Okay, so here is the syntax: range, then we have a start value, we have a stop value, and the step. Okay, the start value will be your initial value, stop will be your the end value, and the step will increment based on the number you have passed. Clear? So let's start with the first case. Okay, so I will go directly to the code. Okay, the range function, that is with the single argument. Okay, so what does the range function do? It will check the range between 1 to 5. Okay, the starting point will be 0. By default the starting point will be 0. Okay, since we have not passed here 1 comma 5, so the starting point will be 0. Okay, so once I run this one, you can see 0 1 2 3 4. Okay, just remember why we are taking 4, because the counting start from 0 to 5. Okay, starting from 0 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4 5, so that's why the range is 5. Clear? This is the first case with single argument. Now let's look at the multiple arguments. Okay, that is the second case. So in this second case, what it says, defining boundaries start and stop. So we have a start value and the stop value. Just remember, the start will be your inclusive, it will include in your output. Then the 6, that is your the endpoint, that means the stop value, it will exclude. Okay, so when I run this, you can see 1 2 3 4 5. Why it is not including 6? Because according to the definition of range, it will exclude. You can see the stop is exclusive. Okay, stop in exclusive, which means this stop value will be exclusive. So when I write, when you want to print a number from 1 to 100, so what you will write, 1 comma 101, 101 will be exclude. Okay, clear? So just remember, whenever you are using the start and the stop parameter, so you have to make sure that you have to exclude the last one. Okay, the first one will always be included. Clear? Now let's look at the third version of the range, this one. So this will be your, so for I in range of 1 will be your start, 10 will be your stop, and 2 will be your increment value. Okay, so I will run and explain you. You can see 1 3 5 7 9. Okay, that means 1 plus 1 2, 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5, 3 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9. You can see this 2, we are incrementing with 2. Okay, fine. So you can increment with 3 also. Okay, and run the program. You can see 1 plus 3 will be a 4, 4 plus 3 7. Okay, and 10 will not include. Why? Because you know that the stop value is always exclusive. Clear? So we have a 3 version of range. First is single argument, you just pass the single argument. Second case is the start and the stop value, and the third case is 1 10 and 3, that is the start, stop, and the increment value, that is your step value. Now let's look at the break and continue statement. Before that, just go to the, okay, so what we have just see just now, this is the First case, that is the single argument. Okay, when only one argument is provided, it acts as a stop value. Start defaults from 0. When one argument is provided, it acts as a stop value. Clear? Second case, defining boundaries, that is the start and the stop. Defining boundaries means we are limited to the start and stop. Okay, you can see start value is 1, stop value is 6. So we are taking from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it encounters 6, it stop the execution and print the output. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see here the 6 is excluded. Why? Because according to the range function, the stop value should be excluded. Clear? And the interval count rule. Just now we have said this one, the step value. This one will be a start value, stop value, and the increment value. Okay, the sequence increments by the step value to effectively filtering for odd numbers. You can see here. Start value is 1, it will print 1. Stop value is 10. That means 10 should not included in the list. Okay, because stop means exclusive. Okay, then 2 means will increment each and every value with 2. Okay, 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 2, 9. Okay, the moment it encounters 10, it stop and print the value. Clear? So this is your step value. Okay, now let's see at the break. What is break statement in Python? The break statement exit the loop immediately even the loop continue condition is true. Okay, fine. So I will show you the example. So this one. So for I in range of 1, 10, that means the start value is 1 and the stop value is 10. So 10 will be excluded. Remember that point. If I equal to 5, the moment I becomes 5, it will stop. Okay, and print the value. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, why stop? Why is printing only 1, 2, 3, 4? Because it says that the moment I become 5, it should break. It should terminate the execution and print whatever it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear? So this is your break statement. Fine. Now let's look at continue statement. Continue statement. The continue statement skips the current iteration and moves immediately to the next. Okay, for example, you can see here for I in range of 1 to 6. 1 is your start value, 6 is your stop value. Okay, if I equal to 3, the moment the I iterates to the value 3, it will terminate that 3. That means it will skip the 3 and continue with the rest of the statement. Fine. That means 1, 2, 3, 3 will be excluded, 4, 5 will be included. Clear? Let's see with the example. So when I run this program, you can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 5. 3 is excluded. Why? Because I have given the condition here. If I equal to 3, the moment the range of I is become 3, it will skip that 3 number and continue with the rest of the number till 4, 5. Why 4, 5? Why not 6? Because 6 is the end stop value and stop value always excluded. Yeah. So this is how the break and continue statement work for us. Clear? You can see here the breaks terminate the entire process, whereas terminate only one current cycle. One current cycle means the one which has been mentioned in the if statement. Okay, we have one more program you can see here. Okay, for I in range of 1 to 11. So this will print only the even numbers only. Okay, for I in range of 1 to 11. 1 is your odd, it will start from 1, and 11 is also your odd. Okay, if I mod 2, this one, this condition I mod 2 is not equal to 0. If the remainder is not equal to 0, that means that number is your odd number, right? For example, 5 divided with 2. 2 to the 4, remainder will be 1. So there 5 is your odd number. Again 7. 2, 3 is 6, remainder 1. That means when the remainder is not equal to 0, this one not equal, when the remainder is not equal to 0, then it will continue means it will skip that number. Why? Because if number is not equal to 0, that means that will be your odd number, and that odd number will skip using the continue keyword. Okay, then print I. Fine, clear? So modulo operator checks for odd numbers. Remainder is not 0. As I have explained, remainder is not 0 means it will be your odd number, and that odd number will skip with the help of continue statement. Fine, I will show you here. Just comment this out for now. Okay, make sure the indentation is correct, or else it will give error. Okay, two, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, look, if I mod to for, I will explain, for I in range 1 to 11. So we want to check the odd numbers between 1 and 11. Okay, if I mod 2 is not equal to 0, I mod 2 is not equal to 0 means if the remainder is not equal to 0, then what will happen? It will use continue statement. Why continue? Because we want to skip the odd number. Okay, then print I. If I mod 2 is equal to 0, you can see if I change this one, you will get the if I mod 2 equal to 0. If this is even number, it will click continue and it will skip the even number. Now you will get only the odd number when I run this program. You can see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Clear? So this is how the range and the break and continue statement work. Thank you.